Aloha and mahalo. Welcome to Chappy's Tiki Bar. Are you feeling a little bit hungover today? Well, I have the cure for you. This is the Hangover Cure episode. Also, we have Appies with Chappy by the lake, where I make a Jonas Grumby, named after one of the ugly Jonas brothers. Also, I'm going to give you the top secret recipe to Chappy's Tiki Bar Punch and best tropical destination stories. And with me as always is Mookie, all coming right up here on Chappy's Tiki Bar.
Okay, just breathe deeply and cough. I'm sorry, Mr. Daniels. You have approximately 2 minutes to live, and then I'm going to drink you. Oh, hello. Dr. Chappy here. Welcome to Chappy's Tiki Bar. With me as always is Mookie. Today, Mookie and I are going to reveal a medical breakthrough. I have discovered the cure for a hangover. Now, first of all, I just want to emphasize I am not a licensed physician, nor is Mookie. But one time I did break into an all-girls Catholic high school and pretended to be one. So for the last 30 years, I've been doing intensive research on finding a cure for the hangover. So basically, I've just been getting drunk for 30 years and trying to find a cure for my hangover. But we here at Chappy's Tiki Bar Laboratories have come up with a solution to a cure for the hangover. So I will reveal the antidote that I have come up with for the solution to your hangover. That's coming up later on in the show. You gotta stay tuned for that. First, we gotta work on making a hangover. So I'm going to make a quick drink. So today, we're going to do a Kentucky Colonel. I really wish I would have done this on my KFC pie episode. You got to see my KFC pie episode. I'll put it up top on the link, and then I'll put it on the end of the video so you can click on it. This is one of my best videos. I actually dress up as Colonel Sanders, go to KFC, and my girlfriend dresses up as a chicken and hits me in the crotch with a cane. You gotta see it. But today, we're gonna cure the hangover. So again, first of all, we're gonna make a quick drink to get started on my hangover. So this is called the Kentucky Colonel. Very simple drink. We're just gonna add some ice to my cocktail shaker. And it calls for 3 ounces of bourbon. So that's 1, 2, 3, and a half ounce of Benedictine. All right, that's it for the Kentucky Colonel. Give it a shaky. And it says serve in a martini glass. Just this one drink isn't going to get me hungover, so we're going to head out to the cabin, and I'm going to show you my secret recipe to Chappy's Tiki Bar Punch. Coming right up. So we're going to get started on my Chappy's Tiki Bar Punch secret recipe. First up, I'm going to give you a little bit on the history of punch and tiki bars. This is coming from my book Smuggler's Cove by Martin Cate. So we'll just see what he has to say on how punch started. It says, punch and Polynesian pop. The glory days of punch seen in colonial times faded and seemed likely to be gone for good. With the Industrial Revolution, we all became busy. If you had time to sit around a punch bowl, you were admitting you had nothing else to do. Among the wealthy, cocktails were becoming increasingly popular, but the working class began to favor beer. It is worth noting that while Jerry Thomas's 1862 guide had 59 punch recipes, most were from old recipes and not from him, and by 1887 guide, even these moved to the back of the book. There was probably also some level the sense that in society that celebrates democracy and individual freedom, people didn't want to be told what to drink or share their drink. We each wanted a choice. And let us not forget distillation methods continue to improve from the 19th century on. So the very reason for punch, to cover up the harsh, rough booze being drunk, was no longer an issue. And with the global economy, there was also a greater choice of spirits from which to choose. So while punch lived on as a single serving drink, such as pisco punch, the communal punch faded away. To quote a journalist, author, and rum historian Wayne Curtis, punch became a ceremonial drink consigned to live on its retirement at the regiment reunions and college dances. However, there was one place where communal drinking was going to shine once again, the Tiki Bar. During his travels to the South Pacific, Trader Vic recognized the importance of communal drinking to a good party. He watched Tahitians have 3-day-long parties where they would just keep on replenishing a large punch with whatever was lying around. He also observed the shared hands-on experience of the kava bowl throughout the island, plant native to the South Pacific, sometimes referred to as a scientific name Piper methysicum, as well as kava kava, kava, ava ava, or yungava. Kava produces a slightly bitter, slightly frothy aromatic, capable of inducing tranquility and the ultimate sense of well-being. The roots and lower stems of the plant are chewed, often by children, and the extraction is spit into a wooden bowl and then mixed with water and strained into coconut bowls from which it is drunk. So they're drinking spit. And then it goes on to say, Vic knew that punch was due for a revival, and the hands-on experience of communal drinking would be a unique feature at his restaurants. All right, so I'm going to get started on my secret recipe for Chappy's Tiki Bar Punch. All right, we're going to get started on that punch. What's that, Mookie? Oh, Mookie says that's not the bark from a kava tree. I'm just chewing on a dirty piece of bark. All right, so we'll leave the kava root out for my secret punch recipe. Here we go. I'm going to give you my secret recipe for the punch served at Chappy's Tiki Bar. Chappy's Secret Tiki Bar Punch, coming right up. So I got my trusty punch bowl. We're going to start out with 3 cups of unsweetened pineapple juice. Preferably Dole makes a good pineapple juice right from Hawaii. Okay, and then we have 1 cup of passion fruit juice. Try to find the passion fruit juice. There really is no substitute for it. 1 cup of strawberry kiwi juice. You can substitute strawberry nectar as well. 1 can of Sprite or 7-Up. And then 2 cups of Hawaiian Punch. One cup of Minute Maid Fruit Punch. 1 cup of Tanqueray gin. 1 cup of white rum. All right, this is my key secret ingredient, Everclear. It's silent but deadly. It's 95% alcohol by volume. It's the grain alcohol. It's the grain alcohol that you can tuck a rag into, set on fire, and throw at your neighbor's house, and he won't bug you anymore. So we're just going to do an entire bottle of Everclear. Make sure you consult a local physician such as myself before drinking this, because it will kick your ass. That's an entire bottle of grain alcohol. And then what I did is I just got one of these containers. It used to be a mashed potato container, and I made a block of ice. I'll probably add that when my guests arrive. And if you want to be really, really organized, make blocks of punch before you put the booze into the punch, and that way it won't dilute the punch. All right, let's give this bad boy a try. Hoo-ah! All right, we're going to have a hangover in no time drinking this. So coming up next, we're going to do Appies with Chappy by the lake. I got best tropical destination stories, and then I promise, and this is no joke, this hangover cure will work. I give you my word as a drunk doctor that this will cure your hangover. Stay tuned for it. It'll change your life. It may change your life for the worst, because if you find a hangover cure, you're just going to want to drink every day, and you might end up living in a box. That's my medical disclaimer. If you don't want to live in a cardboard box, you might not want to know the secret cure to a hangover. But this will work, guaranteed.
Appies with Chappy by the lake.
Aloha, welcome to Appies with Chappy by the lake. The doctor is now in session. So for today's appetizer, I have some beef shumai. I steamed in my bamboo steamer. And for a cocktail, we're going to make a Jonas Grumby. So this is from the world famous Frankie's Tiki Room in fabulous Las Vegas. So it says, Jonas Grumby, this hale and hearty bracer is rumored to be the cause of the most famous shipwreck in the history of the Pacific. So we'll get started on that. Have a cocktail shaker. Just gonna add some ice. And it says 1 ounce of Sailor Jerry spiced rum. I happen to have some Sailor Jerry. And a 1/2 ounce of mango rum. So I have some Malibu mango rum. And then a 1/2 ounce of apricot brandy. I have McGinnis apricot brandy. That's 1/2 ounce. And then a 1/2 ounce of black rum. I have some Captain Morgan's black spiced rum. And that was a 1/2 ounce. A healthy 1/2 ounce. 2 ounces of mango nectar. And then it says a splash of club soda. I'll put that in at the end. So we'll give it a shaky. We got a nice hurricane glass. In goes the club soda. I have a nice garnish today. I have some mint leaves and a giant pineapple and mango. And that is a Jonas Grumby to go with my beef shumai. So this segment of the show I call Best Tropical Destination Stories. So I have sort of a hangover related one. And stay tuned, the cure for a hangover is coming right up. But first, my best tropical destination story. If you have any good tropical destination stories that you want me to read on my show, send them to chappiness@yahoo.com and I will surely read it. Alright, so we'll just do a quick hangover type story. This one takes us all the way to Cozumel, Mexico. As some of you may know, I used to work on the cruise ships, and I had a very good friend on this particular ship that was going to Cozumel, Mexico. So just for the sake of privacy, we'll call her R. Now, she was a female, but she could drink more than me. And that's saying something because I'm pretty renowned for the alcohol that I've consumed over the years. So basically, we were working in the casino on the cruise ship. It was a Carnival cruise line, and one of the ports was Cozumel, Mexico. Now, R really liked to do tours during the day and go sightseeing. And if you worked on the ship, you could sign up as a guide, and then that way you wouldn't have to pay for the tours. The only thing is, we worked in the casino, we worked late, and then we played even later. So R had a problem with insomnia. So she devised a plan how she was going to finally get a good night's sleep. So when we got off in Cozumel, Mexico, she arranged to meet a drug dealer, and he gave her some Rufinol. That's the date rape drug. So her plan was to roofie herself so she could get a good night's sleep. Now, the drug dealer gave her some instructions. He said, this is very powerful. You're going to be unconscious. You're not going to remember anything. Basically, just take it if you plan on being passed out and unconscious for 13 hours. And his other specific instruction was only take half. And that would cause her to be passed out for 13 hours straight. So we worked that evening, and then she had a tour booked early the next day in port. So she wanted to get a good night's sleep. So she had roofied herself. Now, this next part, I'm not exactly sure what happened, but the drugs just didn't really kick in for her. So we proceeded to have a drink, maybe to wind her down, and then we basically sat out in the corridor and finished an entire bottle of Absolute vodka and drank till 5 in the morning. And according to R, she didn't feel a thing. So I can only think there was one of two explanations. Either the drug dealer gave her a placebo roofie pill, or her tolerance for drugs and alcohol were so high that it allowed her to take a half a roofie and drink almost an entire bottle of vodka and not be affected. So that's my best tropical destination story from Cozumel, Mexico, where my friend R roofied herself. Without any further ado, here's the cure to a hangover. You'll be so glad you waited for this. It will change your life. Stay tuned for that. You're looking a bit jaundiced, my dear. Oh, hello. So this is the moment of truth. This is my secret recipe for the cure of a hangover. This is a miraculous discovery, and it will cure your hangover. No joke. So here is my recipe for my hangover cure. You're going to need 8 lemons, 2 bottles of purified water, and a whole cup of honey. Make sure you get really good honey. This is pure unpasteurized honey, Canada #1 white, made in Vernon, British Columbia. It's a local honey, very good quality. So basically, for my hangover cure, I'm just going to make a honey lemonade. You can drink it hot or you can drink it cold. So I will tell you why this is going to cure your hangover. So honey The sugars are more easily assimilated into the human body. Honey contains calcium, iron, magnesium, vitamin B, vitamin 2. Helps in cases of tiredness, coughing, colds, and makes you sleep more easily if taken before bed. Honey consumption helps in a quicker recovery of health in cases of anemia due to the iron it contains. It is often used in cases of intoxication because it helps accelerate the metabolism of the alcohol. So, and then that's the honey component. In Korea, they've been using honey for medicinal purposes for years. There's a lot of medicinal qualities in honey. It's natural. And then as far as the lemon's concerned, lemon has vitamin C and antioxidants. Vitamin C is good for the immune system. The antioxidants, basically, alcohol is a diuretic, which causes the kidney to flush out water, making you become dehydrated. So the actual liquid is going to hydrate you. And also, one of the symptoms of a hangover is inflammation. So the antioxidants are going to help with the inflammation and basically rehydrate your system to get rid of that hangover. So what I'm going to do is just take the juice of 8 lemons, put it in a pot, 2 bottles of purified water, and a cup of honey. Make sure it's quality honey. Heat it up so the honey dissolves, and you can put it over ice or drink it warm. And that is the ultimate hangover cure. Thank you very much. So that concludes my episode. Thanks for watching another edition of Chappy's Tiki Bar. If you like the episode, make sure you give me a like and hit the subscribe button. It's just down below. I just can't reach. But please hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time on Chappy's Tiki Bar. This is Dr. Chappy signing off.